first things first, let's get this bad boy out of here. See what we're working with. And one thing too, I should mention that, you know, what makes this 150-600 so special as a focal length, you know, this is the original EF version right here. When it came out in 2014 or so, it was, I think it was sub $2,000 for a 150-600 lens. And if you wanted to get those longer focal lengths, 400, 500, 600 millimeters, anything that long, you would have to spend $8,000, $10,000, $12,000. And that original EF version really changed the game and made things like wildlife and sports photography much easier to get into for the average photographer. Okay, so pull out some of the paperwork and straps, a couple little tools and screws. Get it out of the box here. Let's see. So now that we have the DGDN version of the 150-600S, I don't need to use that adapter anymore. This is going to mount directly to my Sony, and let's do that. Oh, I should mention that as soon as I pull this out, I'm realizing it's significantly smaller and lighter than the original EF version. So I'll just pull them up right here, and I don't have exact specs. I have no idea what it weighs, to be honest with you. If I do find out before I put out this video, I'll stick it up on the screen here. But just real quickly, looking at it, it's significantly smaller. And right off the bat, I noticed it has a 95 millimeter front element, and this one is a 105 front element. So the front element is significantly smaller as well. So much smaller, much lighter. That's the first thing I notice about this, which I think most people are going to be really quite happy about. So let me swap lenses here real quick. Put it on my A9, or A9 II, I should say. Flip around the lens hood, and there we have it. That is the brand new Sigma 150-600 Sport lens, mounted right on the Sony, no adapter needed. So really exciting. I cannot wait to get this in the field, which is exactly what we're going to do next. As anyone that's seen any of my other videos, I am not a reviewer. I am kind of a first look kind of a guy. So really all I care about is results and how it performs in the field. So let's go do that. Let's get it in the field. The first thing I noticed when packing the 150-600 DGDN-S is how much smaller and lighter it is. The length is about 10.5 inches and the weight is about 4.5 pounds, making about 2 inches shorter and more than 2 pounds lighter than its DSLR predecessor. This makes the new DGDN version much more portable. Great news for outdoor photographers that aren't afraid to hike a bit for their photography. This lens gets the S or Sports designation, so it's got a rugged build and is dust and splash proof. Important characteristics for photographers in the elements. I found the image quality to be excellent, better than the original in fact. Images are super sharp with great color and awesome contrast. The bokeh is nice and creamy, and the AEF was quick and accurate. Animal Eye AF worked very well on the Sony A9 II. But a better test for AF speed is action sports. So next up is some mountain biking. The smaller size of the lens made it easy to pack in my smaller bike pack. And the lighter weight made biking a breeze. Nice! God, it looked awesome. It looked really good. So now I'm at 600 right there. Get a couple of those. Nice. Nice, that was awesome. Ah, now I'm like actually feeling like the photo like vibe, you know?
We can do that.
Yeah, I'd do one more. One of the toughest things for a lens to do is track the athlete as they come straight at you. How did it perform? Well, here's 32 shots in a row that are all tack sharp. The lens also has two types of stabilization, type 1 for general hand holding and also type 2 for panning shots like this. Overall, the 150-600 DGDN is an excellent choice for action sports photographers that need lots of reach. Okay, so I've been shooting the 150-600 DGDN-S for about a week now. And I got to tell you, it's just been an absolute pleasure to shoot with. You know, the bottom line here is that this lens it's smaller, it's lighter, it's faster, and it's sharper than its predecessor. So without a doubt, this lens has earned a spot in my pack. Okay, another couple features about this lens that I really like. One is the tripod foot here. It already is, basically it's an Arca Swiss compatible foot. You don't have to put another plate on there. It's already ready to go. It sits right in your, if you have an Arca Swiss type ball head, it's gonna fit right in there. Super awesome. Another thing is this zoom torque switch, which I've used quite a bit. You know, you can lock it out at 150. I can put it into the tight mode. And so it's a little bit stiff to turn, but it's really nice for when you're hiking around in the field and you don't want it to extend, it'll hold it in place. And it's good if you're doing, you know, a bunch of other stuff too, video and whatnot, kind of keeps the zoom creep at bay. And then of course you can also put it into like the fast mode here, and it's just really quick to zoom in and out for when you need that. What else? Of course, we have, you know, custom function button here. You have a focus limiting switch here. I don't use that often, but a lot of people do. Of course, you can go into, you know, they have an autofocus and manual focus mode. And the optical stabilizer has 1 and 2 modes. 1 is for general hand holding and 2 is for panning. And I gotta say, I basically handheld almost all the shots that I took this week for 2 reasons. One, it's so much lighter and smaller and easier. It doesn't feel so heavy that you want to put it on sticks. And the other reason being that the optical stabilizer is really good. So I was able to shoot, you know, to shoot handheld. So I did a lot this week. I only put it on sticks a couple times. What else? You know, this is a S lens, so it is it's very ruggedly built, weather sealed, and then the front element is also it's resistant to both moisture and to oil, which is nice. So, yeah, all in all, this lens is awesome, and I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy it. Anyhow, that's it for now. This lens will be out sometime, I believe, in late August, early September. So really just in time for my favorite time of year as a photographer, and that's fall. So you'll be able to pick one up soon, and hopefully we'll see you out there with the brand new lens. Cheers.